Right, it's your friend Jason Pound answering the top questions asked by home sellers in today's market. And one of the top questions asked is, what is plan B? What happens if my home does not sell? The short answer real quick, there is no plan B. As usual, let me over explain. You actually do have a couple of options, but let's talk about why you might have to think about these options. There are typically two types of sellers in the market: those who have to sell and those who are curious about selling. Full-time real estate agents are not interested in trying to sell a property. They are interested in selling a property. So if you are one of these people who wants to dip your toe in the water, list your house for $10 gazillion and see what kind of offers you could get, you're what is known as a time waster, and full-time agents do not want your business. More than likely, you will have to find a part-time real estate agent or a rookie real estate agent who is willing to waste their time in the hopes that they might be able to get some compensation. The reason full-time agents are not interested in your business is when we sign you up as a client to market and sell your property, we are actually taking a financial risk. It costs us money to have your house on the market. It costs us money to market your property, and it costs us money to keep your property on the market. And when we do receive compensation, we typically give a small piece to our broker. We have to cover our marketing costs. We have to cover our expenses. And then what is left over is the amount that we get to send our college to kids on. So we are not interested in gambling with our money. So we want to deal with people who do not have the option of plan B. Rather, they have to sell. And that is why accurate market analysis is more important than it's ever been in today's market, because we're officially in a buyer's market where buyers have all of the leverage in the negotiations. And if your market analysis is not accurate, you are going to sit unsold. And when a buyer finally does get around to making you an offer, it's going to be a lowball and they're going to negotiate hard. So you have to hit the market at an accurate sales price. So what determines whether or not a property sells? Price, condition, and location. A quick conversation about location. Just like you, when you purchased that house, didn't like the backyard. Just like you, when you purchased that house, were aware of the railroad track next to your house. Just like you, when you bought the house, you were aware of the traffic jam that happens 2 blocks away. Because of those things, you expected a discount. Guess what? The buyers who are going to put up with those same location defects are also expecting a discount and are not going to want to pay top dollar. So get your expectations right for your location. Number 2, condition and price must be in alignment. If there's a price that you are expecting, the market has certain expectations of the condition. And if you're not willing to spend the money to get it up to the proper condition to hit your price, you're going to have to lower your price. So this trifecta of price, condition, and location must be in alignment or you are not going to sell. And that's why we say there is no plan B. If you get accurate price and condition for your location, you are going to sell. Nothing to worry about there. But what happens if you owe too much money on the house and you cannot sell at the price that the market's willing to pay? What happens if there's too much damage and deferred maintenance to the house so that the price that you need is not in alignment with the expectations of the market? What happens if the location is so horrible that you have to discount it beyond what you can do to actually get the house sold? You might actually take a loss and have to bring money to the closing table, and you don't have money in savings. This happens all the time. People get relocated and they have to move before they're ready. Typically in Oklahoma, if you can hang on to your house for 5 to 7 years, you're going to make money. But if you have to sell before 5 to 7 years, there's a chance that you'll break even or take a loss. So what happens if you have to sell during that time frame and you can't lower the price to where it needs to be? You have 2 options. You can rent out the house or you can owner finance the house. Speaking about renting the house, a lot of people are unwilling to rent out a house unless they can make a month-to-month profit. But what if you're at break even or only losing $100 to $200 a month? and you're 2 to 3 years away from hitting the appreciation goals where you can actually break even or make money on the deal. It's important to work with a realtor who can do the math and help you determine, does it make sense to sell now and take the loss? Or can I take a small loss each month on the rents and hang on long enough to catch the appreciation wave and then break even or make even more money in the long term? So being a landlord does not always mean that you are making money month to month, but maybe you're holding on long enough to catch the appreciation so that you can make money when you sell. So that's one thing to think about. The second thing to think about is the market is full of buyers who have cash but do not have credit, and they are willing to do rent to own. You can ask for a 10% down payment from them, and then you can charge them enough to cover your mortgage because they can't get a normal loan anyway. And then you can rent to own with them. So how do you get out of a house when you don't have a plan B? You take a loss on the rents, or you look for an owner finance situation. My name is Jason Pound with Jericho Pound Realty Group with Keller Williams, Mullenix, and Norman. We service the entire Oklahoma City metro area with hyper-local specialty expertise in South Oklahoma City, Moore, and Norman. If we can be of service to you and your family, don't hesitate to reach out. Peace out and have a great life.